So what is a full stack programmer? Because in tier 2, this is what you will become, a full stack, not programmer as such, but architect. So full stack means that you can do both the front end and the back end of a web application. So far, you have done the front end. All right, so you're halfway of doing the full stack architecture route, right? So now that you understand how the graphical side works, how the branding side works, how you use icons, how you use images correctly, and how you use JavaScript to create motion and so forth, you are ready to do the second part of full stack programming, and that is to hook up the databases and hook up all kinds of functionality to your application. So if you have the graphical user interface done, what you have really is a website. And that is something that the back-end guys can use now to build out the functionality. So you has done the first part yourself, and you're going to do the back-end stuff. So that is why you will be full stack. So what is the back-end consist of? It consists of adding things like database access, all right, because you want to store orders. You want to store, if it's a CRM as an example, you want to store your customer information. You want to know what the customer has bought before. You know, a second part of full stack will then be to also be able to create web applications. So that is tier 3. We're going to use the same database and have a mobile app as well as a web-based app hooking to the same database, meaning whatever you see on the web application, you'll also see in the mobile app, right? So you add a customer from your mobile phone, you'll be immediately available also in the web application. So it's in sync. Your mobile app and your web app is in sync. So that then will sort of end off the whole full stack architecting. All right, so you'll be a full stack architect. But in tier 4, we move even further. We're going to start hooking up to other software. Yes, in tier 2, you'll already hook up to things like Superbase, the database that we're going to use, and many other things. But in tier 4, we're also hooking up to financial software, as an example, and CLIs. There is so much more to learn, and that's why we have this tier created, so you have everything and you can do everything. From there on, you're going to start become a specialist in predictive AI. You know, as I said, you can put customers into the database in tier 2 already, and you can have all the history of the customer available. But as soon as you're going to add predictive AI, you're going to make your applications intelligent. So it can look at customers and give them, for example, a personalized newsletter or communication that is based on stuff that they bought in the past. And your AI that's now intelligent can predict what type of products that you maybe just brought in, maybe a new range, a specific customer might be interested in. All right, so that's predictive AI. You can predict things like, how long will this item be in stock before I have to order more? Helping that you don't over order things, but also that you don't run out of stock. on one of your most popular products, as an example. So that is the route. This is where we're going to. Tier 2 will probably be the tier that will take you the longest to complete, because there are so much to it. But once you've done tier 2, tier 3 becomes actually easy, because we need to change the interfacing and a couple of things to have it a mobile app. And if I say mobile app, I'm not meaning this nitty-gritty little menu items like a coffee shop's menu. I mean a full-blown application. So I hope this makes you understand what a full stack architect is and where you are heading. All right, where you are heading, and once you're on tier 4, tier 5, you become one of the few people that will be able to do what you can do in those tiers. So, you know what, I don't want to promise anything, but people will really look for people like you in the AI space especially. So you've got a lot to look forward to, but tier 2 is probably the most important tier for you. So let's start rolling up the sleeves. I'll see you soon. Bye.